How are you doing tonight? My name is Esposito. I'm the social media manager.
Mike, push him off.
I'm the social media manager for Vista Brand, a company that provides marketing materials and services to small businesses, usually the 1 to 10 employees. Now, before I get into talking about what I learned at South by Southwest this year, how many people's desks look like this picture? Raise your hands. God damn it, Adam. You got a whole bunch of liars in this room. In all honesty, it's okay if you didn't raise your hands, because we all know you can't trust somebody with a clean desk. Now, clutter is something that's really important to all of us. We live in a digital place where everything we do is clutter, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, your email, your news stories. You're getting hit with a digital display at one point. You're being bombarded with ads everywhere you go. How do you cut through that? From a consumer, when I look at my inbox, my 3 email boxes, I have over 6,000 unread emails. That includes work, my Hotmail, my Gmail. Yes, you might call me lazy because I don't want to get to inbox 0. I just don't have time for it. But when you think about it, one of the things at South by, the smart companies, the companies like Radio Shaq and eBay decided to do something. Instead of relying on their demographics, they focused on personalization to get through there, to cut through the clutter. If you think about your emails, companies that you open their emails for, do something to personalize it. If you're a friend of mine, you talk to me about alcohol, you talk to me about sports, fantasy sports, or something for a kid, I'm going to open your emails. Just nothing from you, Bob, I'm sorry. Free beer doesn't get me there, I'm sorry. But that's one of those things to sit on and think about it. As a company, how do you stand out from somebody? You know, South by itself is a cluttery place. A lot of people are going to say that the conference jumped the shark. Everybody's trying to get a piece of everybody. But the big thing there is making the conference what you want. So if you're going there to meet people, to make connections, you're going to get something. But if you're going there to try to consume all of the free beer or the free food that you can, you're just going to wind up fat and with a bad hangover.
Happy.
I don't know if it's happy there, because you're sitting there and what did you get out of it? You just spent $2,000 to $5,000 for what? To get drunk on a company dime. I guarantee you at the end of the day you're not going to get something for it. Now with the tech conference, you're expecting everybody to hit you with the newest and the greatest tech pieces. The company that stood out to me was not one of the key sponsors, even though I drink a whole boat ton of Monster Energy drinks. NBC stood out for me with Revolution. From a tech company, and if anybody watched the show until the season premiere, don't tell me about it because I didn't watch it yet. But when you look at it, they had a power down station. And where it was a nice meta level. When you went there, it wasn't a place to recharge your iPad, your iPhone, or any other device that we have that dies. It was a place to play offline games, which fit into their experience. So you could play cornhole, you could play chess, you could play checkers. None of that involved electricity. And if you've been to Austin before, you know that there's a lot of walking involved. They also gave out bikes. You could ride one of those nice bikes around the city. If you think about it, it fit into the theme of what their program was. It wasn't about making South by themselves a big thing. It was about tying their experience into South by. So when you look at that, it worked for me. The other thing, too, that I took away, I spoke about eBay before. They are going to take over the world. You heard it here first. What they're doing with mobile right now is cutting through the clutter. They're a subsidiary PayPal is working on something right now with the stores they power to actually give you an interrupted device on your phone. So if you walk by a store, you shop at Tommy Hilfiger, you shop at Banana Republic, they're going to hit you with a coupon for that store. So you're walking by, your phone's going to buzz, and you're going to get an update. You can walk into the store and get 50% off just by walking by. You weren't thinking about it, but hell, what's a better impulse buy than getting 50% off a bathing suit or a t-shirt? Hell, I'll go in there and buy it. It's going to cost me half off, why not? One of the big things that Adam told us when we were planning this out was to take a takeaway from here. How many of you would eat at this restaurant? Raise your hands. So we got 3 people. The sign itself says organic, grass-fed, local, challah, Indian food, open till 12 a.m. 2 a.m. Friday to Saturday. Now, would any of you eat there from there? It's advertised on a garbage can. Most of you said no. I ate there. The Garage Mahal had some of the best Indian food that I've ever eaten. But the thing is, this sign didn't draw me in. And this is where I take it home. When we're looking to cut through the clutter, you want to try to figure something out. Shame on the Garage Mahal for this. You should know better. But to drive people to see a restaurant of putting it on a dumpster. Not even Jeff Cutler, who I'm sure is here somewhere, would eat at a place with a dumpster. Hashtag WWJCE. But if you look at it there, all of us do this every day. We want to throw a picture of a grumpy cat or something else to drive people in for a cheap hit to fill out a spreadsheet that says, we had this much engagement on Facebook, this many people retweeted us. When you think about it, cut through that clutter, give something that's meaningful to your audience, that makes them want to come back. Not a cheap gimmick, and definitely don't hide the message in a really crappy place. With that, thank you.
Yeah!